All right, Shalom. I want to first start off giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles, as well as the men that taught our apostles, the elder high priest, all right, as well as the elder bishops at Great Millstone. Peace and blessings unto the 144,000, all right, which is the government body, which is all men of the nation of Israel, but not only of the nation of Israel, that's the government body of the entire, or going to be, well, it really is, it just hadn't played out, the government body of the entire world, the government officials, all right? And also peace and blessings unto the rest of the elect of the nation of Israel. This is the brother Abadia from the GMS Houston camp. And things are not looking good for America, okay? Things are actually worse than they've ever been, okay? Financially, infrastructural wise, militarily, and this place is piss poor morally, be like beyond abominable. Everybody's bugged out of their minds unless you have this truth, you know. The the abominable acronym is that energy is still going forth and being promoted, even though DJ Trump is seems to be against it and set certain things in motion to reduce that energy. But this place is still on a high level, abominable acronym. That whole energy is already infested this country, or this really a corporation. Okay, I have an article here I'm gonna go into uh, from, this is a USA Today. Let me see, and this was published yesterday at 5:26 a.m. All right. And before I get into that, well, you know what? Well, yeah, let me say this. I'm sorry. Excuse me for being a little bit all over the place. Yeah, this place is going down. This is the year of the hopeful deliverance. All right, starting with the elect of Israel. All right, and the destruction and the judgment and destruction on Esau and his kingdom, his system. Okay, it's a beast system, and we see things spiraling, quickly down the drain. Meaning this whole setup is going down the drain, going down the shitter, right? And this article is going to go into, you know, how this place, give an example of how this place is falling, you know. So without further ado, I'm gonna get into this article. Maybe hit like a few paragraphs out of this article, and then I'll hit a couple of scriptures. So this is the title, as you've been seeing since I've started the video. It says, could 2025 bring a new retail reality? Why experts say store closure could skyrocket. Now, I'm not going to go in. Let me see. So I'm not, you know what I'll do? Lord willing, I want to post this article in the description box, but I'm not going to go into all of the reasoning why experts say store closure could skyrocket. So let's go ahead and get it. It says J.C. Penney, Macy's, Joann, after a rough year of bankruptcies and store closures in 2024, retailers may face an even steeper uphill battle in 2025, experts say. Just a month and a half into the new year, several companies with brick and mortar presence have planned sweeping 2025 closures, the largest which include Party City, Big Lots, and craft store Joanne, if you say it that way, which announced the impending closure of more than 500 of its roughly 800 stores. That's a lot. Nationwide this week. It says for several national chains, 2024 was no kinder. From Walgreens and Red Lobster to Big Lots and Family Dollar, hundreds of retail locations went dark as part of a years long trend after attributed to the economic fallout from the COVID-19 pandemic and the prevalence of online shopping. And you see people doing that more and more. I mean, a large part of the shopping, okay, is happening online, right? And then you still have business that are crippled or were hanging on, really probably hanging on by debt, them PPP, paycheck protection loans, and they're still being affected today. And that was the reasoning why was to wipe out a lot of smaller businesses and even affect the bigger business, you know, so that we can experience more government takeover, which all leads to ultimately is lead to collapse, so that the government can come in and bring in a new system, which we know what that's all about. The whole um, digital money, so to speak, digital money, which will lead to the MOTB. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. It says, and experts say things aren't looking up for 2025. In fact, store closures are expected to skyrocket this year. Okay, store closures are expected to skyrocket, and what does that mean? A lot of a lot more people are gonna lose their jobs. So more job losses coming, meaning unemployment. All right, and then uh, yeah, pretty much that's what it's gonna result in. So let's hit the scriptures. I mean, it's the devastation of this place is just getting warmed up. We haven't seen nothing yet. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 4. We start at verse 3. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and we in that time, the keepers of the house are the elites of Edom. Okay? And the main reason they're trembling is because they're being exposed, and this truth is going out, and the Israelites are waking up all over the place. What is that in okay, next Salak. I was thinking of a scripture, but it doesn't apply. Um it says, and the strong men shall bow themselves. Yeah, the military might is weakening, and nobody wants to fight for this corporation. All right. Nobody believes in this place anymore. That old patriotic spirit, that shit been gone. All right. Then you have the the men that are in the military. They're scared. They don't want to go to war. You know. And there's old clips. I'm not sure. There may be new, more recent clips, but when bombs are dropping and bullets are flying, the American military is terrified. We got there's certain glimpses of that on the internet. It says, and the grinders cease because there are few. Grinders meaning employees cease. That's layoffs. Then they go from being employed to unemployed. And it says because there are few jobs, there are few places of employment, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Yes, because the future is not bright for America. There's a great uh, spirit of uncertainty and scared that things are going to get worse. People don't know what's going to happen, but they don't see things getting better. They see prices going up, right? The price of everything is going up. All right. So there's a uh, there's a fear amongst the people, you know, and they can't see down the long haul. And if they talking like that, they're deceiving themselves. You still got simple ass people here in America that, think the future is gonna be great for them. All right. Ecclesiastes 12:4 says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. The doors to what? To businesses, right? You see the what is it called? Liquidation signs up on the buildings. All right. I actually went and did a delivery today, and I passed by a place called, what the hell is it called? It's a seafood place. Used to be real popular. I cannot think of it. Joe's Crab Shack, I think. All right, and next to it was a salt grass, and it had that Joe's Crab Shack had weeds growing all over it. The building it looked real dark. The energy on that building looked dark. All right, and definitely the doors were shut. And we see that a lot of businesses got closed. I seen with my own two eyes several businesses, restaurants, and other businesses that were no longer in business after the C-19, or during and after that whole C-19 time period. Okay, it says when the sound of the grinding is low, and it's sounding right now. Um, Good jobs are not just falling out of the sky. I'll never forget the elder Tyler Pye. He had made a statement. He said, in the 90s, it was good as far as, finding work. It was easy to get a job. And I'm roughly paraphrasing how he had said it. I believe we was on the block teaching when he made the statement. And he had said, you can lose your job. And, even I'm going to say this too. Yeah, the economy was suffering in the 90s, right? And the debt was high, but not like it is now. Not nowhere near. But he had made a statement just to put that out there, not to put out that narrative like America was doing great in the 90s. Now, but the jobs was plentiful, you know. He had made a statement you could, lose a job or quit a job. I forget how he put it. He said on the way home, grab you a beer, and by the time you go get a newspaper, get in the newspaper or the green sheet, and you could find you another job before you get to the house. Quit a job and find another job before you make it home that day. And yeah, there was some exaggeration in that, but he was saying that, back then um, it was jobs everywhere. It was easy to get a job, and the cost of living was a lot cheaper. You know, I remember if you made $12 an hour, you could down here anyway, down south, like in Texas and some of the other southern states, maybe some parts of the Midwest. I'm not sure, but you could actually, you wasn't gonna be you could survive and make it off of $12, an hour. Now I'm not sure about a whole family, but if you had a man had a job making $10 to $12 an hour, and then the woman had a little part-time job or was getting some uh, government assistance, y'all could make it like that, you know. But now, shit, $12 an hour, that ain't shit, you know. That won't do much or nothing for you. Get the utilities, some of the utilities paid, and maybe your cell phone bill. So we living in a time where shit, you just can't go and get you a high paying job, even if you got a skill, you know. Now, if you do have a skill, you're more likely to you can go and get you a better paying job, you know. But that's why a lot of people are doing the Uber and the DoorDash and the Uber Eats and all of that. They're making their money uh, through deliveries and pickups, um, and making their money through apps. And a lot of people got to find some type of supplemental income because the job is just not paying enough. Because as the inflation go up, the pay is not going up with it. You know, it says, "And all the daughters of music shall be brought low." And we in that time. The music sucks. The music is shit, and especially the uh, the lyrics. They ain't talking about nothing. And they talking about wickedness and a bunch of vanity, a bunch of fairy tales. And stop right there, and I also bring this out in Jeremiah 50, and I'm gonna get straight to the point. Jeremiah 51:9, it said, "We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed." Hold on, sorry. Let me start at verse 8. It says, "Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain." Balm is like an ointment to heal, right? So this place is hurt. Yep. This time it's not gonna be this place is wounded. The beast is wounded. And this time it's not gonna be healed. The Roman Empire was wounded and it came back into power through America, all right, NATO and the EU. The beast is wounded again. This time it's gonna be wounded, and there's no healing for this place. All right. Financially, this place is wounded big time, and that's what we're going into in this video. Okay, it's the economy is shit, right? The price to do business is going up, so they got to charge more on the product. It says, if so be she may be healed. Yeah, and the illusion of this place being healed is always being promoted by the presidents and the government, right? And they've been trying to so-called heal this place through debt, talking about the economy, because they say we need to. I'm sorry, when you when you put those what are they called? I can't think of it. Basically, when you put money in the circulation, more money into the economy, which where does the so-called money come from? It comes from the Federal Reserve. So when you pump those Federal Reserve notes, whether you digitally, or the actual paper, all right, when you pump that into the economy, all right, they say it's supposed to stimulate the economy, get buying and selling happening, right? But that so-called money, which is stimulating the economy, is debt. So it's not really helping this place. It's hurting this place. You see, America's what, 36 trillion and counting in debt, and they steady stacking debt on top of debt by borrowing more and more from the Federal Reserve. Okay, it says we would have healed Babylon. Okay, but she is not healed, so this place won't be healed. No matter, even with the agenda of resetting the economic system, not just here in America, but the whole world economy, and making it digital, absolutely digital. Not because it's already digital, but it's not completely digital, and that's where your CBDCs come in at, central bank digital currencies. All right, so you can still deal with hard cash, or with liquid cash, however you want to say it. Okay, but even when Esau streamline this place, full blown digital payments, everything goes digital. If you want to deal in money, everything's digital. Okay, um, that's not gonna help this place. That's not gonna fix things. Okay, ultimately this place is done. It says, "Let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven." And even the elites, especially the elites, shit, they not over here. The super rich are not over here, you know, because this place is finished. And people that got money, big money, they getting they not live they not they out of here, you know. And then you got the nations that are over here, the other nations, they see this place is going down the shitter, and they over here owning businesses. They see their businesses are struggling, you know, so they looking to get the fuck out of here before this place go up in flames, because that's the ultimate judgment for this place. It says, "For her judgment reacheth on to heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies." Yep, because of the great wickedness that's taking place. Even dealing in money. If you deal with money, which money really is gold and silver, if you deal with it in just weights, the scriptures say that a unjust balance is an abomination unto the Lord. So that's how Esau is dealing. He's giving you paper. He didn't pull the magic trick on the people. Okay, he done made the people believe that Federal Reserve notes is money. That in itself, holding Federal Reserve notes is a very, very unjust weight. You go and put in all this hard labor, use your mind to you know bring production to a company, and they pay you in unjust weight, a Federal Reserve note. So we're gonna continue to see uh, layoffs coming. businesses, what was it called, going bankrupt, shutting the doors, and this place just getting worse to where everything spins out of control. Hyperinflation. That's something that's gonna come down the pipe. Okay, to where you know everybody's losing it around here in America. Things are gonna be getting bad. Crime is gonna go up. The more unemployment, the more financial strain that's on the people, the higher the crime rate's gonna go. So things are looking bad, and they're gonna get worse. And we looking forward to it. The hopeful year of this man's destruction of his and judgment of Esau, his whole wicked ass setup, his system. Right. So I'm gonna stop right here. Lord willing, this video was edifying. And until the next one, I say shalom.